The collectors had never failed. For 10,000 years, they had moved through the galaxy, harvesting civilizations with methodical precision. Their massive ships would darken skies, their technology would disable defenses, and their soldiers would gather the sentient species for processing. The pattern never varied. Earth was next on their list. Captain James Reed stared at the tactical display on the bridge of the U.S. Defender. 37 alien vessels had just appeared beyond Mars' orbit, each nearly the size of Manhattan. Their hulls gleamed like oil on water, absorbing rather than reflecting the distant sunlight. "All attempts at communication have failed, sir," said Lieutenant Wilson, her voice steady despite the fear evident in her eyes. Reed nodded. Humanity had prepared for first contact scenarios for decades, but nothing like this. Launch the deep space probes. Get me as much data as possible. The probes were destroyed before they reached the fleet. Within hours, governments worldwide declared states of emergency. Citizens were urged to remain calm, but panic spread as satellite communications began to fail. The collectors had begun their preliminary systems disruption. In an underground facility beneath the Rocky Mountains, Reed met with what remained of Earth's unified command. General Martinez pounded his fist on the table. "We've exhausted every option. Our most advanced weapons can't penetrate their shields." Dr. Anna Lee, the lead xenobiologist, spoke quietly. "Based on what little we've gathered, these beings have consumed at least 15 other civilizations. They don't negotiate." Reed was about to respond when the lights flickered. A strange humming filled the room, and then, possibly, a figure materialized before them. It was humanoid, but clearly alien, tall and thin, with 4 arms and skin that shimmered with a bluish tint. Its eyes were large, solid black orbs that seemed to absorb light. "I am Trell of the Watchers," it said, its voice seeming to bypass their ears and speak directly to their minds. "Your time is short." Instead of attacking, several armed guards simply froze, weapons half-raised. General Martinez found his voice first. "What do you want?" "To help," Trell replied. "The collectors have destroyed countless worlds. We have observed them for millennia, studying their patterns, their weaknesses." Dr. Lee stepped forward. "What? Would you help us?" "Because you are different," Trell said. "In our observations, we've seen your capacity for adaptation, for ingenuity under pressure. You create art alongside weapons. You dream while you build. Most importantly, you unite despite your differences when truly threatened." Reed narrowed his eyes. "How long have you been watching us?" "Since your first radio transmissions escaped your atmosphere," Trell answered. "We are not the only ones. There is an alliance, hidden from the collectors, a species who have evaded detection. We believe humanity could be the key to finally stopping them." Within hours, representatives from 12 different alien species had arrived through what they called fold space, a technology that allowed instantaneous travel across vast distances. Each brought knowledge, technology, and a shared determination to end the collector's reign. The plan was audacious. While the Watchers could provide advanced technology, they couldn't operate it effectively in battle. Humans, with their unique neural structures and adaptability to stress, could. For 3 days, as the collector ships moved closer to Earth, selected military personnel from around the world were trained to operate alien crafts. Scientists worked frantically to integrate alien tech with human systems. Regular citizens built decoys and prepared shelters. When the collectors launched their first attack wave, they expected the usual token resistance. Instead, they encountered a defense unlike any they had faced before. Human pilots flying ships designed by 6 different alien species attacked from formations the collectors had never encountered. Earth-based weapons, enhanced with alien technology, targeted specific vulnerabilities the Alliance had identified over centuries of observation. The battle raged for hours. Collector ships fell one by one, their patterns disrupted, their coordination faltering. Reed's ship took heavy damage, but he pressed the attack. "They're adapting," he warned over the comm system. "Push harder." From her laboratory, Dr. Lee monitored alien communications. Their central command ship is altering its energy signature. They're preparing to jump. The remaining collector vessels began to retreat, But the Alliance had anticipated this. Hidden satellites placed by the Watchers years earlier activated a field that disrupted their escape technology. For the first time in their long history of conquest, the Collectors were trapped. The final assault was launched from all sides: human fighters, Watcher defense platforms, and weapons from a dozen alien civilizations. The Collector command ship shuddered under the onslaught before finally breaking apart in a silent explosion that lit up the space around Mars like a newborn star. In the aftermath, as humanity began to process what had happened, Shrell met with Earth's leaders. "You have earned your place in the Alliance," the alien said. "The Collectors have terrorized this galaxy for too long. Their defeat here will echo across the stars." General Martinez looked somber. "How many other threats are out there?" "Many," Trell admitted. "But you now have friends you didn't know existed. The universe is dangerous, but it is also filled with wonders and allies." 1 month later, Captain Reed stood on the observation deck of the first human embassy ship, preparing to visit the Alliance's hidden homeworlds. Earth was changed forever, now aware of both terrible dangers and incredible possibilities that waited among the stars. Humanity had not only survived, they had proven themselves worthy of the cosmos. And somewhere on distant worlds, other species heard the news. The unstoppable Collectors had finally met their match, thanks to an unlikely species from a small blue planet and a hidden alliance that had finally found its champion.